Dozens of new laws taking effect on Thursday, July 1st. Which ones will have the most impact on the lives of Oklahomans? This week, I posed that question to eCapitol News Director Shawn Ashley.
On one hand, it's easy to say House Bill 2900, the General Appropriations Bill, and the other bills that implemented the $9.1 billion budget for fiscal year 2022, which began on Thursday. That's $1.2 billion more, or more than 15% more, than the budget that state agencies were working with in the 2021 fiscal year, which had to be reduced because of the pandemic. But if you look at the more than 70 bills that took effect on Thursday, they touch a lot of things. Alcoholic beverages, the medical marijuana industry, higher and common education, and state government, from modifying the membership of the Veterans Commission and the Uniform Building Code Commission to providing an increase to state employees' benefit allowance, which have really been the same since 2012.
Shawn, House Bill 1236 appears to give Oklahoma's Attorney General the power to evaluate and perhaps reject actions or laws imposed by the federal government. How will that work?
The bill creates the State Reserve Powers Protection Unit that will monitor and evaluate any action taken by the federal government to determine if those actions violate the 10th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which essentially gives powers to the state that are not reserved to the federal government. The bill requires the Attorney General to determine whether the state should seek an exemption from the application of those actions, or to seek to have the action declared unconstitutional if it exceeds the 10th Amendment. It will be interesting to see how really the next Attorney General goes about implementing that and what the first action they take a look at will be.
There's a new law designed to bring more movie and television projects to Oklahoma. How soon before we see the benefits of that?
There's been a lot of movie and television industry press about this new law, which creates a $30 million rebate program for movie and television productions. One of the arguments that the bill's proponents made was that the current tax credit program was too limited and made it hard to attract larger, more expensive movie productions, and particularly productions of ongoing series for television and streaming services. This provides additional money which they will be able to access year after year, and therefore may attract those kind of productions to the state.
There are some important new laws pertaining to education, including the teaching of critical race theory and rules concerning vaccinations and masks. Tell us about those.
House Bill 1775, the so-called critical race theory bill, prohibits common schools from teaching one race or sex is superior to another, or that an individual, by virtue of his race or sex, bears responsibility for actions committed in the past. It also prohibits institutions of higher education from requiring any enrolled student to engage in mandatory gender or sexual diversity training or counseling. Senate Bill 658, the mask mandate bill, permits the Board of Education of a public school district to implement a mask mandate, but they must do so only under cases of a state of emergency and in conjunction with discussions with their local health departments.
Shawn, about 70 new laws now in effect in Oklahoma. Thank you very much for your time.
You're very welcome.
Eligible applicants can now apply for a one-time $1,200 back-to-work incentive. The money is available to the first 20,000 people who apply, and the portal to do so opened on Monday. To apply, go to the website on your screen. Applicants must be able to show pay stubs from 6 weeks of full-time employment at the time that they register. Payment distribution will begin in mid-July.